Hi, I'm Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the Senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville. I thought I would give you a glimpse as to how we track all of our bills, because we have a lot of them. As you may know, I am especially invested in bills affecting 911, since 3 people have died in my district. Elections, I have 10 election bills. I am often described as the senator for the nonprofit sector, and then I work on issues affecting local government and many other things. So this is the list of our bills. My staff and interns maintain it, and it's everything from the bill number to the date of the hearing, and after we've had a hearing, my chief of staff loves to cross off so that we know that we're making progress. This week we only had 2 hearings. We had one today on transportation transparency, and then tomorrow we have one about civic excellence in our high schools, which is really great. And I've got all favorable witnesses. It's going to be a really good hearing tomorrow morning, starting about 9 a.m. Some of the other bills, I have 5 bill hearings next Wednesday and another one on Thursday related to training our 911 specialists in CPR. Doing it regularly, a pilot program has discovered, has tripled the survival rate for people who call with congestive heart failure and other emergency attacks that need CPR training. So these are some of the bills. I'm working with our own delegate, Julie Polakovich-Carr, on a bill that would allow unemployed people to work as election judges and get paid for it and not have that count against their unemployment benefits. I think that's a little bit genius, actually. We have a huge shortage of election judges. We have people who are looking for a job. Let's have a win-win there. Ranked choice voting is growing in popularity. You may or may not have heard about it by that name, but it's being used in more and more jurisdictions. It's even used for the Oscar Awards. And it's basically, rather than just saying pick one for governor or for president, you get to say, I like this one the best, but if she or he doesn't win, this one's my second choice, and I could totally live with this one. So I am proposing that in 2028, 4 years from now, just for the primaries for President of the United States, because whether it's Joe Biden or, oh dear God, not, 4 years from now, we're not going to have any incumbent seeking re-election. So we'd be looking at a pretty crowded field for both parties. And so rather than being forced to pick one, we're proposing to give voters the option in kind of a statewide pilot program just for governor, or just for President of the United States, and just for 2028. We'll see how the voters like it, we see how our election officials like it, and then we can see about using it in the future. Another bill that I'm working on with our delegate Joe Vogel, and that's about the quick removal of offensive and hateful graffiti. In his own building in Gaithersburg, there was a swastika that was put up, and even though he flagged it for the building management, it stayed up. And he flagged it again, and it stayed up, and he flagged it again. I finally called the mayor and said, what is going on? He had the human services people come out, and it was removed. It should not take that kind of engagement. So prompt removal of nooses and swastikas and anything that threatens or expresses hate. Let's see, I'll pick one more. I'll talk about my green bill, the green and renewable energy, efficient energy for nonprofit organizations. It has passed the Senate unanimously. It is moving, I think, in the House with Delegate Lorig Charkoudian of the Silver Spring Tacoma Park District, and we have almost gotten it across the finish line a couple of times. I'm hoping that this is the year. And our Congressman, Jamie Raskin, has tweeted about it today, and that's in part because a few years ago when I started working on this bill, I told him about it, and he thought it was such a great idea that he got it inserted into the federal infrastructure bill. And what it does is it creates a revolving loan fund for nonprofits to be part of the climate solution. Nonprofit, the food pantry, the homeless shelter, the battered women's shelter, the children's theater shows up with just 10% of the cost of the solar panels or something for their roof free access to 90% of the cost, and then they repay the loans with their reduced electricity bills. It's a great bill, and I'm hopeful that we're gonna have it go into law this year. So those are some of the many bills that I'm working on. There's a lot of other stuff going on. Obviously, the budget is the biggest bill we do each year. My colleagues on that committee are working diligently to make sure that we prioritize and spend money where it counts and trim where it doesn't. So more soon, but thank you for watching. It is my honor to represent you. Take care. Bye-bye.